It's my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs. And voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. On my words, like silent raindrops echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowing to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out each morning, and the words that it was and the signs and words on the prophets are written on the subway walls, in tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
This is the biggest and probably the best thing that he's ever done. You've done an excellent job on the car, and Pikes Peak is absolutely an amazing place.
It's very impressive. Anything on film doesn't do it justice. It's very hard on the body and on the cars.
It's really high elevation. You start at 9,000 feet, climb to 14,500 feet. It's one of the longest as well. You've got 156 turns, and it's generally just a tough old event. We've done the event 2 times now with a previous car. We had a Mitsubishi Lancer in MoTeC 1, and that car we had good success. You know, we come second in MoTeC the previous year that we were here. Now we wanted to do something a little bit different, and hence this is why we built this car here.
Originally, when David came to me with the idea of the car, I thought it was a really good idea, because the time scale that we had to build the car was going to be around about 2 years, and that would be the 30th anniversary of when Walter Rowe went up the hill in the original Pikes Peak 1987 car. And because we were building a car that would be so similar to that, it'd be kind of cool to come exactly 30 years later on.
30 years ago, Walter Rowe and Audi Sport come along to this Hillclimb as well, and they actually won with this type of car. And we've tried to make a modern take of the old car. So we've like got the Salvert seat belts, we've got the Recaro seats, and we've got the Alcon brakes and the Audi 5-cylinder with that unique noise. And you know, we just wanted to bring that type of car back to the hill, and have a go really. And you know, Group B was really tough back in the day, and I tell you what, this is, you know, quite tough to drive as well. We're using the newer Audi 5-cylinder out of the TTRS, so that's also got variable camshaft control, and we've also got, you know, a much newer design turbocharger. We've got modern MoTeC electronics to control everything and data log everything to make sure everything, you know, stays within its correct parameters. And then also the transmission, for instance, we've instead of the standard H pattern type gearbox, we've got a sequential 6-speed from drag power. So, and that really just makes the car more up to date and more efficient, really. So, yeah, we need all the help we can get.
We basically took an old scrap car and cut it in half with another old scrap car, and then made it into the short wheelbase Quattro it is. It was just so difficult to do in the time frame that we had, but it was also enjoyable because at the end of it we had Ray, and it was such a good car. When we're at the start line and David's about to go, and he revs the car up and launches the car, it makes like your hair stand up on end basically. The noise of the car is incredible, and the speed of the car as it accelerates away is just absolutely amazing.
It just sounds and is angry. You know, we've got like lots of boost going into it, and honestly you pull it into gear, and then once you set off, you know, the gears come really thick and fast really. So, you know, you've always got the engine on power band, and it's really good. It's really fast.
I mean, I just like watching him when he's talking about it. Gets all quite animated and passionate, so yeah, it's really good to watch.
The first day in this car on the hill was a bit of a baptism of fire really, because each year the conditions at Pikes Peak change. The road surface, especially at the top, because of the extreme weather conditions, gets bumpier and bumpier.
What I normally do is wait for the second car to go up, and I kind of think it's pretty clear then, but obviously that wasn't the case. I was reading my magazine in the car when Shane came back and said he scratched his bumper, slightly more than that when he turned up, but yeah. We got caught out, you know, like we went into a cold cut, you know, like way too fast, 110 mile an hour, and we just couldn't stop the thing purely because the car wasn't on the ground.
So on the third run he was going to try a lot harder, and unfortunately on the end of the really bumpy straight David ran out of talent and landed the car on some rocks.
Slid over the edge, we run into a ditch, smashed all the front up, lost the extra front wing, and in true rally style the engine was still running, so I drove the car out the ditch again, and then we had a bit of repair work to do after that.
Well, when he left to go up the hill it was quite impressive, but when he come back with all that damage on the car, I think we were all about to kill him. But I must admit, him and Will stayed back a couple of late nights, fixed it up, and it looks really good, and it's going really well.
The rest of the week's run really good for us. We've had some really good track time with the car, and because it's such a short wheelbase and it's 800 horsepower and not a lot of weight, you really got to have your wits about you about, you know, what you're doing, where the steering wheel's pointing, how hard you need to brake. Each sort of day that you get to practice, you could just push and push and push, and the car just loves it. This car we've entered in Unlimited, and this is the penultimate class in Pikes Peak, and you know, this sort of allows us to run nitrous oxide, and you know, the rules for this class are about one paragraph long. This is what the car would have run in during the day, and so we've entered the same class. So subsequently we're in the same classes like Rowe and Damas. We've had some good battles. We've been top 5 in Unlimited all week long, so hopefully this will continue to race day really. So, and we've had 100% reliability. The car has not let us down in one aspect whatsoever. So we're really happy.
I had problems with the throttle. Oh no. It's kept cutting out. So it took a bit to like get going again.